it takes away the crafting stations, so you're gonna have to rebuild them once you go to
Okay.
Apologies if it's a little confusing. It makes more sense once you know, dig in and play with it.
So,
That's in the mineralogy tree. Yep. Yes. To start making plastics, you're gonna, as soon as you start playing with oil, you'll eventually unlock the recipe for plastic.
Bem, maltinho, estamos aqui com Stars Rich.
You'll immediately
É um joguinho,
unlock
jogo
the recipe
MMORPG
once you
que vai ser
make
lançado aqui brevemente.
Same as when
Está
you're-
agora aqui em
certain
fase
amount before
de
it
playtest.
takes, but
Nope.
Okay.
Nope,
Vamos
just
dar
make
aqui
one and you
um-
get it.
how
Well-
does one make oil?
It's
Uma
in
vista de
the-
olhos, pronto, vá.
Is it part of the refinery or is it in the main crafting menu? I can't remember.
Wood or shell requires.
Yeah.
As soon as you start collecting shale, you'll unlock oil, and then using shale to make oil, you'll get plastic. Oh, you can charge the Omni Blaster. That's new.
Ok, tem.
Hear that, or I'm just now.
You're just now learning it.
Terraform.
A lot of things.
Nice.
Which planet are you on? Is it a green planet or desert?
It is a green planet, yeah.
Okay, have a look around for fallen logs. They'll be by the
If you're on the jungle planet Gaiamar, you'll actually see me, like right underneath the station.
Epá,
there,
isso,
there's
o rato
a
devia
girl
te mexer na
sitting and
mão.
building a giant. That be me.
I'm building a hole too, but I don't think I.
Probably on-
I think I do see somebody kind of digging into the side of the mountain here.
I'm not supposed to.
Está aqui uma grande festa, está aqui uma grande festa.
Droppings, dig into if you're on Gaiamar. Or if you're on to my knowledge,
Or-
yep.
And then space.
Isto aqui.
This one's coming soon.
Yeah,
Isso
it's
aqui que
jungle, temperate,
significa?
desert. Yep. Is that the more-
Pyrosis.
Is that the volcanic one?
Yes, it's the newest one.
Cool.
Meu Deus, é só buracos. Isto vai ser um mundo cheio de buracos. Isto vai ser um mundo cheio de buracos. Meu Deus. O que é isto? Ora, um harvester. Claro, tipo harvester.
So to empty the hopper on the terraform, just hit Q and do short blast.
Basically, every time you click it, you see like a little pops up.
Right.
If you're careful with it, you can actually use that to create with the main form.
I do that on the side of the mountain.
You can also die from it.
Peraí, como?
If you put it in certain places, it will actually, because it settles and shifts, and it can actually crush you to death.
Oh, great.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing.
You become terraformed.
You could also terraform the.
Isto vai ser um jogo de terraformação, pessoal. É um MMO com building.
Shale, it will be
Só para
called.
tudo.
I got tons of shale where I'm at.
Gaiamar
Nothing.
A lot of trees.
yes.
Oh.
Anything with more of that grass.
That's where I'm at. Lots of shale.
Lay,
More harvesting.
lay.
Okay, I think I was just digging into the life, and just the entire desert is like full of them, I think.
Yes, sand will settle if you're not careful. Always have an escape tunnel ready. Or in my case, literally just build a larger shaft, so if it collapses, it won't kill you immediately. That's actually what I'm
Sounds
trying to
too
do
logical.
is...
If
Okay.
you
I'm
wait long enough, the voxels will rebuild around you.
Well, I'm actually experimenting with like building a larger like platform because it's like you're actually experimenting with how to prevent something like this from not destroying.
You've got wounds, which are the black marks. You want to dance, or you
Epá,
want
isto
people to
está
dance
visto é um
around
bocado.
you in
What's the dance button?
So you,
Just
in the
backslash dance in the chat.
Visto é assim um.
Yeah.
Esta vista do jogo vai ser um bocado esquisita.
Heard it's not working right now. Yeah, just. Yeah, I believe it was a deer, and he didn't succeed the last test. I know.
So if you jump off a cliff,
Ok, tem
Is that a
inventário
guaranteed die?
cheio.
depends
On how big a cliff.
pretty big.
There is full damage.
Okay.
It can kill you, depending. I would be careful.
Okay. Caution is the watchword.
And remember, if you've got a camp or near a camp, save your life there, and it will also save your items. So that when you die, you won't lose anything unless you didn't save. Then you'll have to do like a corpse run and go back and get your stuff.
Right. Save your respawn point.
Yeah, and if you die twice before you've picked up that, then you
Harvester.
Gotcha.
Receips. No match. Cocolém.
nice to sit
Como é
back
que se
and watch
faz
someone else
isto?
play.
Aham. Eu pulei o tutorial, agora estou lixado. Hero, cure, no. Shh.
Nasty little thing those jackalopes do. They blow up at you.
The gas hogs will do that too.
Hmm.
O que é que foi,
Good to
filho?
know.
You'll see. Not been toppled yet.
Sir, do
Como
you
é que,
get- do you
como é que
get,
se faz para
shale from the terraformer? Or is
Yep.
it-
F1? Ok, emotes,
Ah, I
control
just can't find
keys, control keys.
We're in a cave.
Grapple, toggle
A flock of
camera,
birds
open
just flew
skill
by and my
tree.
son's like, "There's
Ok,
birds!"
skill tree menu. Major civil.
Nope.
Getting distracted, kind of going between different things at once here, so every once in a while I'm muting this channel here. But I keep popping back
All
in to
good.
make sure everything's okay.
All
You
good.
can end the skill feeling.
It's mostly just been a lot of nice, pleasant conversation.
Apparently you're not reading general chat.
Ok,
I
tem que
was.
fazer o
That's why I'm
homestay.
coming here to start watching this.
Wait, I'm not reading general chat. What's happening in there? I
Fabricator.
have it on
Oh, now we're
another channel.
Civil engineering fabricator.
was
Crafter building
bit
tiles. Add the late
Oh, man,
crafting
really?
station.
I've actually just been talking to the folks at Skunk and
Homestaying.
Horizon Initiative, so I
Okay,
haven't been paying attention to general.
What would you like to do with your home? Build
It's
your
been resolved a little bit, but
build up your camp.
person was a
Earn
little upset that
hunters.
they were having a bad experience trying to get into the game.
Then unlock campsite. Ok.
And they wanted to
Ixi,
address
isto é
that
uma
concern.
grande
That will
confusão.
make people cranky.
But
Is it
people-
resolved? Are they alright?
There's various people trying to help them,
Alright.
but also
I'll
various
stay
people
away.
that were trying to defend against it.
Yes.
It doesn't fully understand what a pre-alpha is, expecting a better.
Communication skills is probably the best advice.
There are a
Oh,
lot of
okay.
people like that. They come into a pre-alpha thinking, "Well, why isn't it feature complete?"
So I am having a bit of a problem at the moment. I was jumping around through portals and I jumped onto a planet and it wouldn't let me, it just kind of jiggled a little bit and I couldn't move, so I logged out. I'm logging back in and it keeps telling me my login failed and it's that I'm already logged in.
Those are never good things. Do you know what planet you were on and what character name you had?
Character name would have been, I believe, Aviar, and I don't. It had a Roman numeral in it.
Road
The planet
5.
did.
Sim, já gosto mais.
I think it was 5, but yeah.
It's 4. But yes,
Okay.
it doesn't have the V.
Sim, já gosto mais da vista.
Were you leaving or going to?
Going to.
Inventory.
Oh.
Receipt. Ok, não dá para procurar receitas. Collection. Minerals.
I love how my mind is literally just a massive hole that
Ranger.
is just getting deeper.
Trailblazer to place a camp. Burn and freeze.
If you're a geologist, you're gonna love this game.
Wait, was that just 43 XP for
Three.
one tick of a mining run?
Trailblazer, Trailblazer. Não estou a perceber. Odin, boa tarde, mano. Tudo bem contigo? Bem-vindo aí à livezinha. Como é que estás?
So I can find your character Avimore. He is definitely on the planet and he's online
Okay.
because he thinks he's online, but he's not really here. And that's why you're getting the error.
Oh, does
trying
he
to
have
log
his
in.
evil twin?
It's just an echo.
The problem being is I can't really. Yeah, the server thinks your character is here, and I mean it's here. I can see him visually here, and I can remove him from the server.
Run,
or back in
Forest,
Redis
run!
instance. The
Olha, este é um
character
jogo que vai ser inaugurado aqui brevemente, que é o Stars Reach.
Sure. So I'm assuming that tonight's playtest will
Eu
be
estou
okay.
aqui a
I'll
fazer
be
um
able to get in.
playtest com eles,
Yeah,
para ver
I'll be
aqui se
bouncing servers in between
encontro...
Okay.
But
But for
so
now,
until
you
then,
can
you're
make
getting
it-
kind of
O
stuck.
mundo, o mundo vai ser
Oh, that-
gigante,
hey,
meu. O mundo
Like
vai
you were
ser
just saying, it's a pre-alpha. I get it. Not a
gigante.
problem.
Yeah.
Ok, isto é
What,
só,
did he create a new-
isto é
We're
só
aware
a
of the
versão
issue
pré-alpha,
happening. We,
ok, do
one of the things
teste.
that causes that, just kind of a future reference for you, and we haven't fixed this bug yet.
Mas eu ainda
or at
não
least in this
percebi
build
como é
we
que a
haven't
coisa
fixed it. If you
funciona.
go to a portal and try to transfer through the portal, and you hit G, and then
Oh,
immediately hit G
harvested.
again,
Terraform.
that
Which I
causes
did.
2 instances to happen. That will cause this to happen.
Okay.
You have to get the timing just right. So in most cases, it doesn't happen to people, but if you get it just right, you cause this.
Okay. Well, that is what I did. And no, you can't create another character because my account's locked.
That's you before that.
You only have one
Aw.
active character.
That's okay.
online.
I'll just get back in tonight. That's not a problem. I'll just watch you guys for a while.
Yeah, we welcome you to take a look at the streets that are going on and stuff.
Yep.
We've got a couple. Last I looked, there was a couple in here. Is there still?
Yes,
Mhm.
two.
Yeah,
two
there's a couple running right now. Yeah.
Mas é que eu ainda
And
não
if you're
percebo como é que isto
interested at all
funciona.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say
Skills.
also if you're interested in like not watching these, there's also a couple different people Twitch streaming right now, and there's a couple of YouTube ones too. So those are other options to look at live options too.
Yeah, it's all good. Like I said, I'm
Mhm.
I got a pretty good introduction taste to it, and I'll come back a little stronger tonight then.
And if you're also interested in more like the character-driven and role-playing aspect of the game, there's already groups forming. You can look into
Sure.
that. I found a few of those already. They're actually in the LFG groups right now.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Have a good-
I do love how chill this community has been.
I think
Everybody
that's
seems
probably
Pretty
it's
nice.
an age thing.
That might have something to do with it
Facade.
too.
It's a lot of old heads from like late 90s, early 2000s.
Me-
Heads. Okay.
Hey man, I'm in my 30s, and some of you guys have been doing this longer than me.
Look, I'll admit it. I'm almost double your age, so.
Exactly.
No comment.
Not saying that like it's a bad thing. It's actually kind of a compliment in this regard.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of us actually played muds, so.
I actually know what those are. That's even funnier.
It was just a little bit before me, but not much.
It was a bit ahead of my time, but I at least have
Já
experience.
aqui malta bué da OP nisto, meu. Eu estou aqui à toa, só passear pelo mapa. Eu não sei o que é de fazer.
I just got to teach or give a quick summary of what muds are to the 7-year-old.
You're welcome.
That's alright.
Ok.
A well-rounded education in all regards.
Ok, já percebi. Thank you. Thank you.
I can only go as far back as like Doom.
Thank you. Thank you. Já
Gotta start 'em out with sword.
percebi. Tem que apanhar estas coisinhas, pelos vistos.
God.
Ok, survey points. Já percebi. Isto vai ser isto é uma confusão, Odin. Isto aqui é uma
I
confusão.
absolutely love that we already have a role play.
So we're not gonna have region locked servers, are we?
I haven't heard anything about them being locked for regions.
Eu não quero briga com vocês, bichinhos.
That's a good question for
Deixa-me eu só apanhar aqui isto.
The goal is to have preferably one global server, or like shard world.
Deixa eu só
for
apanhar
everyone.
aqui estas
But
coisinhas que eu não
depending
quero
on-
guerras. Eu não quero
What was it,
guerras.
Ref said?
Esse dá
Publishing
bem.
deals and or local laws, like in China, they might have to make more than one. But the goal is for everyone to play together.
basically one global server.
Yeah,
Okay.
That'd be good.
but probably with local data centers, so that you can play on planets that are closer to you physically and
É isto,
for
enable
better
home
tech.
state.
Yeah. Nope. No instancing. No
There's
shards.
no shards.
The only place we might consider doing any instancing is a tutorial system.
That makes
Ah,
sense.
yes.
Cheio de buraco. Estes são tudo desburacado, pá.
Get carried away out here and realize I've been away from my camp too long.
My
camp is
camp just
dying.
vanished. I
Yeah.
probably should actually build a homestead at some point. Holy shit. We're only an hour into the test and I've already got like 500 shale in my bag. I'll be so happy once they actually build like mass production for crafting. Oh.
I made it.
Build test. Is it possibly farming? Because for farming, you've got to have some form of water.
Opa, porque que o bicho só me apanha? Só vem fogo, meu.
We are providing for the farm itself a hydrometer. What is the other name? They're both named really badly. But basically they are devices to allow you to increase the hydrology and temperature in that vicinity for the farm beds. We're not allowing you to specifically put water out yet. Which I know is what you want.
Well, that was fun. Just had a bunch of ball hives dive bombing the portal at Gaiamar.
Are they the ones that are on the top ledge above?
Yeah. Right where that main spawn point is. Probably why you're hearing gunshots up there.
No, you've already got a flamethrower.
The Trailblazer has both an ice and flame module on it. I believe.
Oh, well.
I'm disappointed, Rod. I'm seeing people have not completed taking down the mushrooms. There are still a few still standing.
What?
I know.
Inside your inventory you find a
I'm
stack
watching
of
someone
pick
stream
and
here
pick.
and I'm just looking at it. That's it. Now he's destroying it.
I'll give you what you want.
Three of them.
Okay, tem que
Do
fazer
it low
aqui
enough, it will
campfire.
I think there's 4, isn't there, total?
I
There's a
think
smaller
one's
one.
down.
Yeah, there's a little
Vamos
thing.
Vou aproveitar aqui as 2 horinhas de janela que nós temos para
Yeah,
fazer o
anybody
teste.
around Desert Portal that can slash dance for me, please?
Desert.
Are you still here?
Ooh,
Yeah, I'm still here.
Give it a try now.
All right.
Was there another character wipe recently?
We are doing character wipes every single day right now.
Ih, já encontrei um boss secreto.
Most of the character work right now is strictly just people role playing in the Discord.
Yeah, it let me in.
There you go.
All right,
Even though
awesome.
we can do that, but it's a bit of a pain in the ass.
Sorry
Have
about
you
that.
Have you wrote a script for it so you can do it next time?
No. I don't have access to the actual server that we have. So I had to have an engineer So I had to do a step on the server to basically remove it from the server, and then from the back end side of it, the login process goes through. We had to release that instance too.
So will gold chains be provided for the dance?
Ah, there we go. They put that
That they have like the old Star Wars Galaxy dancers and healers.
Vídeo é
I always
agressivo.
love that feature.
Este mundo é agressivo, creio.
Chains, like I said.
Oh, GLC, Goldie looking chain.
Oh god, we're bringing back the Twi'leks. Though we've already got cat girls, I guess that would count.
Remember, there's also different dance styles. There's the chicken dance.
I didn't know that.
So if you do emotes, it will show you all the things that are possible.
Ai, que eu estou sem
Oh,
estamina. Eu vou morrer que eu estou sem
Forward slash
estamina.
Does
emotes.
doing them specifically actually work like the slash dance where it'll help people recover?
I believe so. Slash dance,
Right.
Does dancing help you as well? Or?
I mean, you
Make
get to
you look
bust a
cool.
move.
Yeah. Look cool. You get the red disco ball.
That's why I said I needed some gold chains to wear.
Yeah, we might have changed it so all the dances do it.
A massive afro hairstyle now.
Now you're catching on. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Disco.
Get in the
House.
get in the phase.
Did we build a
Yeah.
disco space
Inventory.
for dance?
Space disco. I love it.
Tray
It was all
behavior
silvery
moves
or
to
made of
that let you
glass.
burn in free steams and
So-
fire.
Next, we need the petition to let us have a proper headbangers ball.
Yeah.
Camp
Every
kit.
single bit of it needs to do just even one slight touching and it will still hold up. All in? No, it's still, that's it.
Camp
There
set.
it goes.
Your camp has 9 minutes remaining. Ok, vamos cá fazer aqui o campsite.
It must be touching someone. One tiny strand.
You must unlock.
There it goes. Collapse. Well done. One mushroom down, 3 to go.
No, you just get one. I gotta keep some of the natural wonders for everybody.
Everybody gets one. Thanks, Spider-Man.
Remember, burning trees is pretty good as well.
I'm just slowly digging underneath the main portal in hopes that it doesn't collapse into my mine shaft here.
There's a lot of hostiles on this planet.
Below where you are at that portal, there's an underground area, which is called Donut, which is a massive underground area, where you'll find every possible metal mineral.
Noted. I think my goal right now is just to find a safe way to get there that won't leave people trapped.
What is a tier 3 metal?
So if you hit F1 and go to resources, it will tell you what metals, what tiers, and how to sometimes find some of those resources.
A lot of those I do believe you'll find on asteroids
fazer
in
aqui um
space,
homestay.
but I could be mistaken.
That's correct. That tungsten will be actually. Resources tab and it will tell you which ones are
Vai então voltar para a nossa casinha, onde eu vou fazer o homestead.
So I see a skills and a collection tab. Is that in the right spot or no?
No, so if you pressed F1,
Aí
there's
sim.
one, there should be one called resources. Depending on which planet on, it's probably the easiest place is to go to space and then minor there. And on the smaller asteroids, the smaller ones, that's where you'll find tungsten. You'll see the colour on the edges.
Let's see. Cool. Se calhar vou fazer aqui. Ok, agora sim, vamos ao building dos sites.
I think I'll have to go ahead and rename myself Mr. Sandman because there's nothing else I can find.
May take multiple press. Okay, now ainda não.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna die. Didn't die.
But it's so much fun.
Unlike in real life, you get to come back. So, yeah, anytime that's better, right?
Hey, every death makes it is just another lesson.
God, do you track the deaths in game? The amount of time someone dies?
I'd have to look at our statistics page, but we are pulling a metrics for it. I don't know if I'm specifically pulling it right now.
See.
I have noticed there's been some tuning for a few of the combat encounters to make them a little
O
less.
Dr. Satoru. Olá, mano. Bom dia. Como é que está? Bom dia não, boa noite neste caso já. Como é que estamos?
Having a good effect.
I mean, yes, but some of it, like when I first started playing, a lot of it just felt completely unfair. Now it's just, okay, stay away from those in particular, but I can at least run like a bitch and not get murdered.
That's probably figuring out how they attack and stuff versus when you first get in and you're just like, hey, I'm gonna shoot. Oh, there's 20 of them.
That's the thing. I'm sure the combat system's gonna get some tweaking as we go along to flesh it out.
I was thinking more of a stats thing, like a player could look up how many times they've died or how many enemies they've killed, that type of thing from a in-game character look up.
Ok, eu não percebo nada, não estou a perceber nada disto.
How many trees have been burnt today?
Oh, that's right. I have to figure out how to make a homestead now. Is there a tool I need to create a homestead, or is it just once the base is made, you just do it?
So once you've got to canvas version 3, then you can take down
have homesteading enabled. So the next camp I make will become a homestead, basically.
No, well, if you've already got camp 3 down, and it gives you the option to upgrade, then you can upgrade it.
Gotcha. Upgrade to homestead. There we go. But then it takes away all my crafting benches. Got it.
But then you can use the
Ah, não acredito, já morri. Ainda bem, Satoru.
Oh yeah, yeah, you can do that. It's probably cheaper in terms
Ixi,
of materials.
ia morrendo.
Then just craft another tool for a temporary base. Yeah.
As everybody's watching my stream, I caught baby aggro, so it's gonna be a minute.
That's right.
So an example of some of the statistics that we pull in for our metrics. Over the last hour on our production servers, 2% of the players who have logged in have actually crouched the game. 88% of them have jumped at some point. 7% have actually walked, but 100% of them have run.
Run's default, isn't it?
Opa, eu já não sei. Eu não tenho
So
mapa.
100% will always be that way.
Yep.
But only 45% have actually used the sprint. There's no shift.
Yeah, I even get to do that.
That's my entire
32.5
existence is
million
shit.
resources have been extracted.
Ah, já morri.
32.5 million resources
Wow.
have been extracted. Granted, keep in mind that's when you're doing a single cell location, like the 1 meter by block, that's 256.
Okay,
So this is multiplied.
Ok, agora onde é que... Ah, está ali a minha casa.
Some other interesting ones to just throw out really quick.
Está para aquele lado.
352 instances of being frozen.
Oh, that's from bullhogs and stuff like that.
This seems that is only 23 trees have been burnt down in the last hour.
Yeah, because I'm not there.
Porra, mas porquê que a minha estamina está sempre a baixar?
You saying you're pyro?
Some.
The most
I like-
common skill to be
It's not a problem. It's a solution.
There you go.
Some people decide to ring fence the main important trees. And when I see that, I like to set lights on them. But I forget that there are people inside the tree. When they arrive, they get the right burning bits.
looks like saying one is the most common skill to be unlocked first.
Wow.
A saying is very useful later on when you need specific metals.
A saying?
Yes.
Yeah, that so you can point at the ground or whatever and it'll tell you what the material is.
Oh.
So if you're specifically say I'm doing a lot of mining for shale because you need shale for oil and plastic. So I set my a saying to find that specific material, and then you can just hit Q and it'll find it in the world around you.
Oh, I need that.
But you have to have that skill.
Saying, and is prospecting a separate skill, or is that part of the saying?
Prospecting and the saying I think work together. I'm not sure.
You unlock prospecting as a mode on your tool when you get the same.
Got it. And then for refining too, there's special modes for like different types of rock that you can actually refine one from another. I'll have to look deeper into how that works because I haven't looked at it yet.
Opa, filhos da mãe desses bichos, pá, não largam a preguilha, porra.
Place them down in your homestead area.
The instant make
Flat pieces of ground very flat. Doing that when you're or if you're the side of a mountain and you put your homestead, you can carve that out with a few cool tricks.
I just had to murder Bambi because it became
Isto vai ser
hostile.
jogo que eu não vou perceber nada. Outro.
All my Bambis have been hostile.
Is befriending broke at the moment, Rod, or can they still make a pet out of the deer?
I think it is. It has several steps to it, and one of the steps that is required, we made a change to how those work a little bit, and I think that broke it.
It's so
Oh,
odd, like trying to At the very least, for the purposes I'm doing, it gives me knowledge I'll be able to use once they weaken it a little.
Confesso que eu estava à espera de um bocadinho mais deste jogo. Confesso-vos que... Confesso que o jogo não está a ser aquele jogo...
At my character having a yell.
You do need it.
Oh no. Uh-oh. I finally did
Yeah, just see pop back.
Oh, look, I see a base now.
So like when you go and heat up the stove and a recipe is lit up and not grayed out, is that supposedly because you're able to make that?
That's because you
believe
have
so.
the recipe unlocked and available.
Okay.
It doesn't mean you can make it. If you click it,
I see.
it'll do a screen to the right, and then there's light little colored balls at each of the resources.
Yep.
And what those are supposed to mean is that if it's a red ball, you have no resources that are in the field that's needed for it. Yellow is that you have some resources that you could work for, but you don't currently have enough. Green is that you have enough. It's not very intuitive.
That helped though. I think it's good too.
Work in progress.
Visitor. This is
Said
it.
yes.
Babs. I forget what food does.
Enjoy. Combate. Ok, basic combate. Botany.
Say at this point, the only thing I wish we had was text box not cutting text off, but that's a later problem.
That's fixed in our next build.
The
Yeah, our chat system needs a whole complete overhaul.
I figured I figured it's in the works, but making sure the game itself won't break first probably more important.
Yeah, the text box got a little bit weird because when we added the scroll bar into it, we had to change the type of box that it was being used, which then broke a bunch of other things.
Makes sense.
Like the one that irritates me a little bit right now is we used to be able to cut and paste out of your text chat.
And not coming to Taco Thursday. Are you staying home?
What?
That was informative.
I was looking forward to Taco Tuesday. Damn.
I know.
I feel like Siri's just needs to be talked to slowly like it's a baby.
You sound like a chatbot. How they used to sound.
Every time I craft an Insta farmer, I need to leave the game. Don't know.
What do you mean?
The playtests don't save our progress, right?
It does. I think you guys have 2 plays, and it's after the second one. That's when the wipe happens.
The wipe is, I believe, every day at the end of the day.
Yeah. 1 in the morning, 1 in the...
They're encouraging us to take a break.
Yeah, but every time I was able to craft an Instaformer 2 times, and I never use it.
Oh.
Instaformer is a very cool tool.
Yeah, I'm trying to build something, but I'm never able to.
The Saturday one.
Currently, that is the plan. Yes. It's mostly quality of life stuff that's in there. By updates and stuff like that. We didn't get the systems in that we needed that update, so we're not going to see content necessarily. But one of the things that we are doing with this, since we're doing these very quick 2-hour preview tests, one of the things we're going to be adding in with that one is we're going to start you off with some extra equipment that you don't normally start with. So you're going to start with Instaformer, you're going to start with a graph pack, grab mesh, and a few other things. Also, each of the planets has a crate on it that if you click on it, it will give you a very, very small snippet of building items. So that if you have the interest in actually trying out building, you'll have the ability to do this 10 minutes into the playtest.
Oh, that would be nice. Get a taste of it.
It will be only in the next playtest, right?
On the Saturday one.
Saturday, okay.
As long as we publish on Saturday, that will be in that one.
Maybe finally I will be able to use it.
To actually build something.
Yeah,
Well,
to build something or
if it means to make him an Instaformer, I think that would be the quickest way to get him, building.
Well, you need Instaformer, you also need blocks too.
Yeah, and that's the point. It's the resources to make blocks.
Survey on the Discord, please fill that out. That would be much appreciated. And if you liked what you saw so far and you haven't done so, following our Kickstarter is very helpful for us.
Yeah, I've been filling the reports. Yeah.
Thank you. you very much.
When will we be able to start throwing money?
Maybe next week.
Take my money, please.
We haven't announced an actual release of the start of the Kickstarter yet. You know, we're doing a lot of prep work for that. And you know, we want to build up our player base as much as possible before we actually go into the Kickstarter, so that we can have it be as effective as possible. So we are gauging that from day to day to see when the right time is. I would say certainly less than a month from now we will be within. Hopefully sooner than that. But make sure you follow the Kickstarter. That way you'll get notification when we actually go live on it. And follow our Discord and all of our social media, because we will be happy to shout from our roof that our Kickstarter is done.
Because the more that it's pushed off,
Yeah, that's absolutely the reason that we're changing our testing style right now. Is we have well over 50,000 people that have signed up for our playtests, and the number that we've actually gotten in to play it is significantly less than that. So we're trying to cycle through those as much as possible, which is why every day we're going through a new group of people.
So, do you think there'll become a time, either when the Kickstarter launches or in the near future, when the servers will be up all the time, or?
That's certainly the intention, is to get to that point, but you have to keep in mind that servers are not cheap. So,
I get it.
You know, certainly having, and you know, all we have is investment income at this point. We don't have a reoccurring, you know, income coming in to pay for those kind of things. So until we get to that point, where we are much more comfortable with that, having them up 24/7 is a concern.
I understand. That will help, because the hours he sleeps, the clone version can stay up.
Well, that's my plan for Saturday, is that, like, you know, I fall asleep halfway through the playtest, and then, you know, it just stays open forever.
Yeah. The enemy is gonna...
It just stays open forever because you're sleeping. Won't you eventually wake up?
Well, I always wonder that every time I go to sleep.
Please don't die, Rod.
We need our sysadmin so the server doesn't shut the bed.
Just have a cat watch the computer for you. Go actually have a nap.
We gotta be careful with that. The cat might see the flashing things on the screen and attack.
I know you do hear the cat quite often. They are.
You do.
Around. Yep.
I
Okay, so
scrolled up
something
in
that
general. That was an interesting read.
Describe like
Rod, is there a
What?
to the actual main portal? Because he's like in between.
Oh, because he's did you set your spawn point?
Yeah.
That's
Can I get all these?
So yeah, because
so when you do camp, I'm watching
Some
the stream now.
waypoints.
Do camp, can you see it real quick?
Yeah, do a slash count. Other way. Oh no, that's fine. So now what it happened
around right here.
He
So
fell
yeah,
through it, and then he falls to the ground, bounces back up, and then goes to there.
So if you do /camp, pull out your terraformer. Don't move. Just try digging right there.
Down.
Up.
So number 3.
Melhor pra para, meu.
Yeah, you're between layers is where you're at right now.
My
I'm just
house
wondering if you can solve your own problem
I'll
here.
be right back.
já percebem disto mais que sei lá o quê.
I do love that if you leave gravel outside of like a quarry, it eventually covers itself with moss. That's a nice touch.
There's your tunnel there. I saw that. That's it. Keep going. See if you can come back through. Now turn around and back through that way.
Your hopper's full.
That's oh no. You found
That's gonna solve your problem. Oh no, it put you back into there. Okay.
Oh, is he outside, inside?
Yeah, he's in between texture layers there. If he keeps digging right there, you might be able to force yourself in.
Yeah, I think if I keep digging like the.
Oh, that's it.
There you go.
Okay, I just spawned back. Oh, nice.
Yeah, it tries to auto-correct you and move you to a last known good
So
spot.
what you've got above, so if you look above you, there's a hole that the sand's coming in from above, and that's why it's filling your area. So if you can chronophase above you might be able to plug that hole. I know QRE, not the file one.
Porra.
Change the state of the file.
As fun as it is to play with lava, please do not set yourself on fire.
I stopped. I think you've done that now. Have you got an Instaformer? If you've got an Instaformer, you'll be able to clear all that sand in one go. No.
I don't think I do.
Ei, tô noutra área.
Well, your camp's going to go in 2 seconds anyway. It's gone.
Isto aqui já é outra área.
I just wish it was easier for me to find gems. I have not gotten any, but I've got like 9.
Trying to find gems?
Yeah.
Any particular tier of them, or just a gem?
The one I need to make the refinery for the time being.
I would actually know.
I don't know offhand either.
Let me take a look here. Refinery you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Make the refinery.
I think it's only tier 1.
Might be able to get that from mushrooms or
Or or if trading becomes a thing at some point, I could start working on it.
Here's a thing. You can go up to someone and pick the Oh,
Yeah, if you interact with somebody, you can trade. Yeah, it looks like salt would work for that. So,
any mushroom.
which planet are you on? Do you know?
Gaia Mark.
No, that's Road 5 or 4.
Gaia is a lot of shale.
Where do you look to see what planets you're on?
You get used to them. So it's if it's sand.
Oh, okay.
Like a volcano, rocky, then that's Primesis. And if they're green, you've got a jungle which has what type of trees are they? They're like palm trees, and they got apple. They got
Yeah, hanging moss trees, and that's where I'm at.
So if you've got bananas, and you've got
Mas
limes,
isto é novo.
that's the jungle.
Gotcha.
And then the first planet, which is name, that one has got more greenery where you'll find the logs and you'll find the mushrooms and some other bits.
Okay.
If you go through the portals too, the portals will actually tell you the name of the planet.
As well as when you're in space, you'll see that the portals, the lights underneath the teleport pad, they're different
Tells you.
colours. Red, you'll see yellow would be desert, so you can use those as
Nice. I was like looking at the screen. How do I know where it's from? I know what the place looks like.
It's the thing to come.
Okay.
It has come a long way since the original pre-alpha testing, but they're still working on it.
Yeah,
Right.
You've gone between layers again, haven't you?
Yeah.
Because it's a hobby at this point. I mean, I just want to get out, to be honest.
Oh, really? You haven't got okay, have you? Can you, when you're inside, you've gone back into a layer again. Oh, look at those, look, you can see the Ovias running across in the sky.
When you whisper into the void, does the void whisper back?
Bem, malta, é isso. Pronto, o jogo vai ser basicamente isto, né? Quer dizer, não vai ser isto, né? Que eles ainda está em construção, em desenvolvimento. Portanto, vamos esperar aqui missões e ceninhas assim do género.
Oh no, yeah, you could do a slash cap now because your one's gone. So you go
I should probably start digging deeper down.
The desert can be quite bad because
Your stamina has been depleted. Minha stamina só reduz. Porra.
I've got almost 1,000 units of shit and no gems yet. I've got to go deeper.
You should prospect and try to find the stuff instead of just randomly digging.
Yeah. That's
also your chances of finding anything useful just randomly digging is
True. It's also just like I'm just playing around with like ways to do a larger strip mine.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
Kazoo.
No,
I
make large mines a lot. Generally speaking, if you don't see it on the surface, prospecting is going to be how you find it.
Yeah. Like I've gone in, like there was a large mountain, so I've dug deep into the center of it, but it's mostly been shale at the current level.
I found salt pretty close to the surface, not too far from the teleporter there.
Yeah, you can get salts, you can get it from the Sinnoh table. Also, you can get it from a lot of various flowers and mushrooms.
Oh, mushrooms give you like salt and ammonia, that's right.
Que lag, meu. Jesus.
And which one, I can't remember, which one is the mountain where the rubies on the side of it?
That's on there as well.
Yeah, you've got to mine your way up to that one.
Meu Deus.
Glowy
Que lag.
roads.
É para isto.
Real creative name, that one.
Ah, the dark wizards.
Well, you want the seeds from the dark wizards. Generally speaking, what I do is I go to Pyromyces, and there's quartz flats, endless amounts of quartz, really easy to find.
And the mud.
Bem, isto aqui está lag.
What, quartz is a tier 1, that's not a gem though, is it?
Yeah, it's a gem.
Okay. Then that'd probably be the one I'm looking for.
And anti-gravium is there as well, isn't it? On the side right.
Yeah, there is anti-grabbing down there, if it hasn't been mined out already.
And sure enough, somebody's found quartz on the planet. Awesome.
It's been long enough that it could have gotten all mined out right now.
I managed to get someone to destroy one.
It's a 7-year-old, obviously. He has superpowers.
It's
Anyway.
a living.
Do that.
Magic, dude. Magic.
He
I
denies
think
it.
you did.
Do it.
You doth protest too much, sir. Obviously, it was you. You just want to go to Rodney's house.
Jesus, que leg.
Are you teaching your 7-year-old?
Oh my gosh.
Shakespeare?
No.
Shakespeare in Canada.
He's gonna have to
No,
learn it eventually.
Shakespeare is much too vulgar for one of that age.
We do have a group here called Shakespeare in the Park, and they do Shakespeare in Halifax in an old British. There's like British fortifications, so they'll actually perform around the old fortifications. Just pretty
Nova
cool.
Scotia.
Lots of British stuff around here.
I mean,
Fallen
yeah.
logs you want.
Canada's very much British.
Oh no, the British is the Britishes? Yeah, the Britishes. British Knights.
You border an area
Britons.
named New England.
The Britons.
I figure.
The only element that I know about Nova Scotia
They also kicked out the Acadians, which were the French settlers that were here first.
Yep. They ended up in
They
New
deported
Orleans.
them. Yep. And that's why you guys have Cajuns in the States.
Guarantee.
Anyway, husband's home. We're gonna be off, and I'll be back on later.
Have a good day.
I didn't manage to break anything today, so yeah. You say goodbye.
Go.
Bye.
Bye bye.
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 Thanks, guys.
So the trees, you want the fallen trees to be able to harvest those. So there'll be like little logs on the floor next to the mushrooms. And then to destroy those, you need a xylo slicer. That's another tool to mine trees. But you can set light to them. You can burn them with chronophase.
Incomplete oil.
Sorry, what was that? How to make oil?
No, I had an incomplete oil in my inventory.
Oh, that's because you either didn't collect it. Mostly the reason. Is that correct, Rod?
Yeah, if you close the crafting menu without collecting it, you'll get an incomplete craft, which is then useless too.
Makes sense.
Bem, maltinha. Bem-aja a todos que estiveram por aí. Vou encerrar por aqui hoje a live. Um beijo, um abraço, até amanhã. Fui.
Yo, it's PpAdrino, the cat with the flow, good guy in the clatter, everybody know. Streaming live, making moves, watch him go. Curious and cool, yeah, he's got that glow. Padrino, the cloud is pride, streaming every night, got the world on his side. Curious cat with a heart so wide, Padrino's the name, he's our guide. From the streets to the stream, he's the real MVP. Always got your back, yeah, he's family. With a twitch and a blur, he sets you free. In the cloder, Padrino's the one to see. Padrino, the cloud is pride, streaming every night, got the world on his side. Curious cat with a heart so wide, Padrino's the name, he's our guide. So raise a paw up for the cat that's true. Padrino's the one bringing joy to you. In the cloder, he's the leader of the crew. Good guy, great cat, making dreams come through.
Olha, não vi.
So raise a paw up for the cat that's true. Padrino's the one bringing joy to you. In the cloder, he's the leader of the crew. Good guy, great cat, making dreams come through.